You guys know I have to play that intro. Hello, you guys. I know it's late. I'm not going to be on here long. I just wanted to talk to you guys for a little bit because it's been... How long has it been since I've been live, y'all? I don't know. It's been maybe a week. Hi. How is everyone? I miss you guys. Hi, Father Snuffles. Hey, Melissa, Boston. I hope you guys are all did have a great day. I'm going to do a couple things. What was taking me so long is my camera put a little bit of a crack in my new computer. So we have to take it and get that fixed because that can turn into a huge problem. And I had to find another way to put my camera or use it. If not, it's no big deal. I'll just have to use something else. I hope you guys had an amazing day today. I had a great day, and I had an interview with Alex Erickson. She's amazing. Definitely suggest you guys go check that out. Hey, Mr. Foz. It's so good to see you guys here. I seriously have missed you guys. I cannot just not go live for that long, right? Thank you for coming, all of you guys, so late. I appreciate all of you for being here. Yeah, Alex is just absolutely beautiful inside and out. And I'm so blessed to have met so many amazing people through this YouTube journey. And I can't wait to meet more. But if I don't, I'm okay with that. I've met enough amazing people, and I'm happy with that, you know. So today I wanted to do just us bullshitting for a minute, right? Just talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. Anything you want to ask me, which I think Allie covered all that. She did so great. Like, some of the questions she asked me, I was like, shit. So something that I never had she asked me questions that nobody's ever asked me before. So I loved that. That was just amazing. Just to sit there and think about, what did I want to be in my childhood? You know, like, just those kinds of questions was really, really brilliant to me. So that is, yeah. I just wanted to do like a free-for-all where we just all talk about whatever. If you want to talk about what's going on in the community, I will open the panel if you do want to come up. And we can even talk about how everyone's mental health is going through this bullshit that's going on. And I'm going to come on camera in a minute here and show you guys what I got. Hey, Carrie. Hello, I'm headed to bed, but wanted to say hi. I will be listening. You were great on Allie's live. Thank you so much, Carrie. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That was so much fun. Whatever y'all want to talk about. I think the first thing that I do want to talk about, though, is how is everyone with... It doesn't seem like the drama is calming down, right? It really doesn't. So how is everyone? Are some of your favorite creators going at it with each other? Does it bother you as a supporter? I don't know why either. I just know some people aren't fans of you, but I'm not fans of them. So I guess I'm your fan. I don't really know anybody who really talks about Father Snuffles. The only person who does is, you know, that person, creator, whatever you want to call her, that shall remain remain nameless because, yeah, just that person that we all know I don't care for. So she's not credible. So I would never go by what she says because, you know, she talks about everybody. Who knows if she'll go, oh, wait a minute. She doesn't have a channel. But anyway, I want to see if this camera works real quick. If it's going to work right where it's at. Hey, Angela, how are you? I hope you're having a good day, well, night, or that you had a good day / night, even though the night is pretty much over. And we're not going to be here long. I just wanted to just chat with you guys, see how you guys are feeling, talk about whatever. I've never done this before, so I'm used to always having a specific thing to talk about. I was disgusted tonight. Just when you don't think it can get worse, it does. I understand, Tara. I did not. I was able to watch. Use the hair on my computer. I was able to watch Truth Tellings, a little bit of her live, and I feel like she did a really good job on her panel. And with you, Angela, I think you did a really great job as well. But I don't know if it can get worse than this, you guys. And that's why I wanted to just see how you guys are feeling, where you're at mentally with all of this. When you see people that you like and creators that you like getting so pissed off and just upset, going at it with one another, it can take a toll on you. You know what I mean? And if that does happen, that means maybe it's time to step away from YouTube or whatever. Melissa says, I'm just disappointed in so many creators and subs lately. A lot of people who weren't who I thought they were. I feel you. I feel you 100%, Melissa. I don't know who the Muffet guy is, so go for it. I was on panel and missed what happened to Amanda. I missed that too. Somebody will have to fill me in. Here, let me open the panel. Hold on. Let me, if somebody wants to fill me in on that, or even write it in the comments if you want. I started typing so many times and then would delete. Yes, I agree. They did a good job. Yeah, I think she did very well interviewing Angela. And Angela, you did really good. I wasn't able to watch the whole thing, but that's all I watched. I don't know what happened. Are you talking about Amanda? Amanda's Ananda? She's a wonderful mother. Nobody should try to get someone's children taken. Oh my gosh, is that what's happening? I just wrote it in the comments. Angela Ferris, I think she got CPS called on her. People going way too far and being way too extra. She got the... What the hell? NC said she's calling CPS on Amanda. Are you serious? No. No. Are you serious? I don't think she would do that. Did she seriously say that? I would have to see some proof of that, because I don't think that she would go that far having kids of her own. And hasn't that happened to her before? Let me open up the panel. If all of you guys are shy, you better get over being shy right now, because I need to hear the story. I'm going to post the link. Where the hell is it? Okay. What the fuck is going on here? This is just ridiculous. I am getting upset. Okay. Let me see if this camera works real quick, you guys. I mean, it works, but I have to where I have it standing at, I don't know if it's going to work. Okay. Well, this isn't going to work. Darn it. Just, ugh. Hold on, you guys. Let me see something real quick. Darn it. Yep, that's not going to work. Hold on, I got to fix this. She said it multiple times, Tia, on her live. She just did. Please go and panel someone. I have to stay in chat and regulate. That's happening too often lately with people calling CPS on one another. It's a waste of their time and traumatizing for the children if it's not legitimately warranted. I agree, Melissa. She was damn nasty. She was basically saying Amanda was lying about everything. Hello, Truth Telling. I also heard Lana talking about the CPS report someone called on. What? It's just like, grow the fuck up, people. They're wasting valuable resource that kids in need actually need. Oh my gosh. All I can say is, if that is happening, may God have mercy on your soul. Because that is way crossing the line. Listen, nobody knows what goes on in anyone's house. You cannot, just like in my situation, okay? You don't know what goes on in my home just by what you see for an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, okay? There are 24 damn hours in a day. So nobody knows what goes on in anybody's home, and nobody has the right to do that. That is horrible. I do not condone it unless you see firsthand a mother or a father or something that is doing something illegal and horrible to their child right on camera. Then you don't have a right to do that. To call CPS on anybody. That is wasting resources. There are children out there who really do need help. You don't have a right, and that is when you cross the line. These people have got to stop going real life. I cannot stress that enough. There are 24 hours in a damn day. You don't know what goes on in people's home. Just because you may see something, or you may see me yell at my kid, that means, like, which I rarely ever do. Like, that is crossing a line. And I think that's why I wanted to talk to you guys, is because I wanted to see how you guys are feeling and mentally, how everyone is doing, because this can't be it's hard to watch. You know, it's hard to watch people battling. It's hard to see so many people upset. I just noticed you did a video on Eugenia Cooney. I'm going to have to watch. Yes, I do like Eugenia Cooney. I think she's a very, very sweet person. And okay. I think she's a really, really sweet person. And it's sad. It's really, really sad to see her where she's at. But hey y'all, be quiet tonight. Rough night on the YouTube streets. I'm so sorry, you guys. She played Amanda's audio of her crying and then basically was mocking her. Now they're talking about bullying on her channel. Are they insane? Yep. And nobody said it was NC. Amanda clearly said it was someone else, not NC. And NC is still going to call. What? I have some very strong feelings about her parents. Whose parents, Didi? Let me see if I can try to fix this camera real quick, you guys. Whose parents? I mean, I don't think it can get any worse than this. Because if you're going as far as calling CPS, you're crossing a line. And no. You can just sit there like that. What are you doing, young man? Knock it off.
Hey, Mom, guess what?
I'm live.
Oh,
Sorry, guys. My son had to announce something to me real quick. Okay. Okay, let me catch up on comments. Okay, Jennifer, thank you for being here. Yes, Jennifer. And then it has the nerve to say other channels were hate channels. Oh, shush and see. You're on your channel right now with Robbie talking about mental health and bullying it. You were just doing it to Amanda, hypocrite. I am exhausted. I understand, Alex. I cannot believe all. So what is it that Amanda? What is it that she is doing that's even remotely? Why? I'm so confused, you guys. And I don't know Ananda's, that well. I really don't know anything about her, but I do know just from, what I've seen or watching her channel from time to time, that it's obvious that she has, a lot of problems. And, talking about her, that's not going to help. Saying anything like playing her audio and doing those type of things, that's not going to help anything. How is that helping her? You know what I mean? No matter what the situation is, that is not an excuse to bully or harass or anything. And like I said, I have to go and see it for myself. She was literally begging for it to stop and crying, and they were making fun of her. How were they making fun of her? Were they like mocking her? Oh, Lord Jesus. Whoops. Hold on, you guys. We'll get this camera thing straightened out eventually. Begging for people to leave her babies out of it. Yeah, because kids should be left out of it. Like, there should be no children involved in this. In no way, shape, or form should anybody be talking about anyone else's children. Somebody's going to get hurt. And I hate to say that. My heart and prayers go out to Amanda. It literally goes out to anyone, but I'm just saying somebody's going to get hurt. Boston, if you want to come up on panel, you can come up on panel. There's not that many people here. But it's okay if nobody wants to come up on panel. I'm okay with that. Okay. Hold on 1 second, you guys. I'm just trying to fix my camera real quick. I just opened the panel just because if anybody wants to say anything or express themselves or whatever, but I'm okay if nobody comes up here. That's still cool as well. Hey.
I know, I was begging. I just want to hear some new voices.
Well, when people get up the courage, they will. Some people are just shy. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Some people are afraid. You know what I mean? Yeah. They don't want to say anything and get in the middle of it or be targeted. You know what I mean? And that's okay. When somebody gets up the strength or whatever, they will. Sometimes it just takes time because some people are afraid,
I'm just so sad that's like...
I have to go and listen to what you guys are talking about because I've always remembered that creator saying she would never do that. She would never, ever, ever call CPS or on anyone because it's happened to her before.
Well, and just to be clear, she had it in her head that this other creator was saying that she's the one who did it. Mm-hmm. And the other creator said she was like, just to be clear, because she was saying goodbye to all the bullies and so mm-hmm. She brought up her name, she brought up other people's, I don't even know if she actually brought up people's names, but she specifically said it was not NC. She mm-hmm. specifically said that. But in NC's mind, I guess she didn't hear that. I don't know.
Right.
And then said she's going to call them. So, like, I don't understand that logic at all. It's
So
just bad.
what the hell? So she said that it's not this creator.
Right.
And she said it's not this creator. Now that creator's going to do it.
Yeah, because that creator wasn't fully listening, or people in, I think the confusion came because people in the chat were talking direct, knowing that that creator was streaming them or streaming her.
Yeah.
People in the chat were talking to that creator directly and saying, like, I can't, you're such a bully. How do you feel now? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's gross that you're streaming this, and I think that creator was taking those comments to mean people were accusing her of doing it. Which,
oh.
Yeah, exactly, Tara. Said creator thinks everything is about her.
But just because other people were saying it, that doesn't justify her doing it for real.
Correct.
What the fuck? Like, somebody's gonna get hurt.
And she said it multiple times. Like, she's like, I'm calling on Monday. What
the fuck? She seriously said that?
Mm-hmm. Multiple times.
Oh my God. But on what grounds?
It wasn't clear to me if she was saying, like, I'm calling to make sure that they know it wasn't me, but like that doesn't make sense to me. So I think the only grounds would be like calling, people in her chat were saying like, yeah, she's mentally unstable, and like, trying to come up with reasons of why you would want to call CPS. It's just gross.
Okay, but that's not anybody's place to decide who's mentally unstable. There are no are there any psychiatrists?
Hey, Amanda.
Even if they're here. Is she
Sorry
here?
to interrupt, but Amanda's here. She said I wasn't accusing. I know, Amanda. I heard you. You specifically said it wasn't her.
Any psychiatrist, they're not treating her. So nobody can diagnose anybody and say that anybody's mentally unstable.
Yeah. Are you okay, Amanda? You don't have to come up. I heard your pain earlier, and I just felt so bad for you. I just want to make sure you're okay.
Yes, this is just ridiculous. Like, I don't know what can be done about this, but yes, I understand it was anger. It's completely understandable to be angry about something like that. Okay, I'll check my DMs.
Father Snuffles, can I say something unclassy? I deleted one of his comments and said we try to keep it classy here.
Yeah.
Heather said, I'll allow it, Father.
We got to see what it is first.
We got to see what it is first, Father. Father.
Oh, God dang it.
I want to know. I want Father Snuffles to come up and explain why his name always comes up. I want to know what his deal is.
I'm not sure. He'll have to come up and explain that, because I'd like to know too.
He's elusive. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Let's just stop.
I don't know the story. Okay. All I know is that there was a video being done about Unmasked, and he's with Unmasked. And he's defending his channel, or being a part of that channel, or his people, you know what I mean? Which is completely understandable. There's too much going on around here. There's just too much.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's pretending that.
Who said that?
But I don't know if that comment's going to be allowed to stay.
Let's all just stop pretending that Natasha is anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Delete that comment. We keep it classy here, but I appreciate you giving your opinion.
Yeah, just maybe change a few words.
Change it. Yeah, just change some words, because
don't play on the same moral.
Even though, let's not get it twisted. I heard people say some bad things about me, but We don't want that here. We want to rise above that. They hate me because I don't play on the same moral high ground everyone else plays on. I'll get right in the mud with them and drown them in it.
Well, you know, I have respect for that in a way. Because I think probably what it sounds like is you do what like this inner part of me wants to do all the time. But
Right.
I think, and I think Tia agrees with this, and a lot of people agree with this, that like you can't stoop to that level, you know, or that it's more effective when you've got the moral high ground and you are acting better than the people that are
But here's
doing
the
such
thing.
crappy things.
Here's the thing. The only thing that I heard, excuse me, and I heard this earlier, I want to know, how is it that I can understand when, you know, there is a channel being made specifically about you, you can call that a bullying channel. But a bullying channel to me is making fun of somebody's weight, talking about their looks, appearance, what they have, what they don't have, saying derogatory things about them. That's being a bully. But if you are spreading awareness about somebody and you are simply showing that they may have done this to this person and that to that person, to me, there's a difference. There is a big difference between awareness and bullying. And where do you guys think that line crosses? Where do you think that if you make a channel about somebody, when does it cross that line over to bullying? However, that same person may not have a channel specifically dedicated to one person, but there still are people being made fun of, right? There still are parodies being made. Some people may laugh at the parodies, but other people are more sensitive and they don't think those things are funny, especially if they're the ones that are in that parody. Does that make sense? So, Jennifer, all of you guys, hold on, wait a minute. Let me check my messages. Okay. Hold on, truth telling. Let me see. Funny how the topic just is about this person, you know, and it's like there's some lines that are being crossed here. Okay. I'm telling you guys right now, there are lines being crossed. I don't care how much Amanda Anandas cries. That's her channel. She can do whatever the fuck she wants to do on her channel. And it has nothing to do with anybody else. Her crying has nothing to do. That's her business. And if she wants to put her business out there, that's fine. But don't make fun of her for it. Like, how is that helping her? That's not helping. Bullies aren't receptive to people trying to appeal to their sense of morality. The only things bullies are receptive to is getting hip. All right. Okay. Hold on, truth telling. I'm going to play this in a second. That's true. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when I was bullied in high school by, there we go, 10, 15 different girls, sometimes 20, depending on the day. And when I ignored it, don't get me wrong, they were relentless. So when I would ignore it and held my head up high, it's bothered them. Don't get me wrong. But the bullying stopped when I stood up to every single one of them. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
When I stood up to them, when I went to them and said, well, my mom was with me. And my mom's like, listen, she will fight every single one of you guys one-on-one right here. That's just how my mother was. Okay. And also, this specific girl disrespected my mother. And of course, babe, you should be 6 feet under.
Yeah, just so you know, that's probably not the real.
I'll block.
There was a bunch of clones in
Mm-hmm.
Lana's chat, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
that had Robbie's name and Natasha's name and all these other people's names,
God,
saying stuff like that. So I don't
wonder
think
who that is.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Exactly.
so she got disrespectful with my mom. And hi, Menu Frog. Love you too. And of course, you get disrespectful with my mom. You're about to get it. And then my mom almost tried to run them over with a car because my mom had a bad temper. And the girl literally looked at my mom and said, I will cut her face up. And my mom, So once that threat happened and my mom witnessed it, we went to the police. Okay. Yeah. But I still stood up for myself. Once I took a stand and once my mother took a stand and seen everything that I was enduring for so long, I hid it from my mother, but I just couldn't help it anymore. And I just started bawling. And that's when we went to the police and it stopped. Years and years and years of dealing with it. It finally stopped when I stood my ground. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying that you should fight a bully by being a bully. You can't do that. That's not going to work. That's not effective. But there has to be some kind of way to stop this because too many people are going real life and it's getting out of hand and somebody is going to get hurt. Mm-hmm. I'm scared for people now. It's at that point.
Yeah. I love your mom. I love your mom, by the way. I've always loved her, your stories of her.
I wish you could have met my mom. She was just so amazing, but my mom was a straight gangster.
Yeah, sounds like it. She was a mama bear.
Yeah, she was like my mother. I'll never forget, like, she used to fight all the time. I remember this one girl that was like bullying me in this apartment building that we lived in. And the girl's mother was really big. Do you guys remember those clubs that you put on the wheel? Do you remember those?
Yeah.
My mom took one of those clubs. She didn't do anything, but she walked me over there and she said, you said you want to fight my daughter. Get down here and fight my daughter. And her mother, who was really, really tall and bigger, she's like, and if you touch my daughter, I will beat the shit out of you with this club. And other stuff that my mom was gangster. That's all I could say. She was that type that she looked at it like, if you're being bullied, you have to stand up for yourself and you have to show them that you're about that life and you are going to defend yourself. If nobody else got your back, you got your back. And don't like people of color.
Yeah, that's not her.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, that's the one that was
this is just ridiculous. And I don't like trolls.
Yeah.
Stay out of my channel. Stay out of my chat.
And Tammy, please tell me how it makes sense that you would call CPS to clear your name. Please tell me how that makes any sense. Why would you, And Amanda did not blame her. You obviously didn't listen, because I was in there listening, and she did not blame her. She specifically said, she cleared her name, FYI. She said that it was not NC who did this, okay?
And Tammy, you don't have to come in here sticking up for NC. Why? Because she don't get along with CK and you don't like CK? Is that why you're doing that? Because that's not going to work.
Yeah, why would you call? It's not like CPS is now like, oh, I've got a problem with NC, so she should probably call and clear her name with us. Like, that makes absolutely no sense. There's no reason whatsoever for her to call CPS.
Good night, Amanda. Thank you for coming, and you're in my prayers, and you're always welcome here. You need somebody to talk to, reach out to me, Boston, Heather. We're all here for you. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. If you're going through whatever traumatic thing that you're going through, that does not deserve to be mocked in any way, shape, or form. So, Natasha, I didn't even read her comment. Natasha did not call CPS. She said she was going to call Monday to clear her name because Amanda blamed her, period. But let me tell you something, Tammy. She doesn't have to clear her name. If she didn't do it, then she didn't do it. She doesn't have to clear her name.
Oh, is the clip that Mr. Foz sent the part where she's saying that it wasn't her? And
Right.
And calls are anonymous. Heather's right. Like,
yeah, aren't they anonymous? I thought they were. Okay, I'll play the clip. Hold on. I was just letting you all know because Foz was over here saying she called. She said she. Well, Tammy.
She said
she doesn't have to clear her name. It's anonymous. Just because Amanda's accusing her of it doesn't mean that it's true. Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and play this. Who sent this to me? Truth Teller. Okay.
They really will. They really will. I don't know if Mr. Foz is in here. If Mr. Foz is in here, Mr. Foz is really, really good at doing slides and things like that. Even your terms of service, if you're in here, or Mandy C Exposed, or just any channel, honestly, that knows what the fuck it is that they're doing, because I have no clue what I'm doing. Any channel that knows what they're doing, please get with me so that I can give you the proofs of the visit yesterday and the proofs of the last visit, and the proofs of every single fucking day for months now that I have endured and experienced what I have. So that even if it's all like out of order and all fucked up, we can just throw it all into slides and people can make for it what they will. I would appreciate that if you would contact me to do that. I will give you all of that information. I don't want it posted here on my channel. I'll just hand it over to you. If when you do so, if you could cut out or blur out, my address and my full name and my children's full names and Tyler's full name and all of that, just our personal info. If you just blur that out, just keep my first name or something. I don't know. But just mainly blur out just the important shit that you don't want people to see. You know what I mean? And then just show the rest of everything that I send you. If there's another channel out there that is willing to do that for me, I would so.
What happened? Shit. Sorry, you guys.
They will try to rip you to shreds. They really will. They really will. I don't know if Mr. Foz is in here. If Mr. Foz is in here, Mr. Foz is really, really good at
wait a minute,
doing slides and things like that. Even your terms of service, if you're in here, or Mandy C Exposed, or just any channel, honestly, that knows what what the fuck it is that they're doing because I have no clue what I'm doing.
Okay, Mr. Foz
Who knows
says,
what they're doing, please
fast
get with
forward
me.
To 2
Hold
minutes.
on.
With me,
2
To
minutes.
almost 2
so
minutes.
that I can give you the
2
proofs.
minutes. Okay. 2 minutes.
Somebody go tell her that. Somebody go tell her that. This is screen recorded, and I plan to call CPS in her area come Monday and let them know that she is blaming me and I've done nothing with a CPS complaint that is not true.
No reason whatsoever to lie.
So go tell her.
And I don't give a fuck if bring up a lesbian who doesn't. I really don't. I do.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to care about who believes you come Monday.
Tiffany said back. Oh, you have to keep listening. Okay, back up a little. Well, that's Natasha threatening to call to let but I don't understand, why would you call CPS to tell them that someone is alluding to the fact that you called CPS? I can't connect the dots.
Okay, hold on. I'll back up.
I swear I heard Amanda say, this is not NC.
But calling there, that's basically, she freaked out when Amanda asked someone to make a video for her. I don't think she expected Amanda to ask for help. Okay, I will back up here.
Truth Telling just said 150.
150, okay. Guys are such a help. You know, this is ridiculous. This is just, why is this happening? Why can't everybody just get along?
Now
Why?
that this person has accused me of this, I'm sending this. So somebody go tell her that. Somebody go tell her that. This is screen recorded, and I plan to call CPS in her area come Monday and let them know that she is blaming me and I've done nothing with a CPS complaint that is not true.
No reason whatsoever to lie.
So go tell her.
But there's no point in doing that, though.
I don't bring up a lesbian who doesn't. I really don't.
Y'all, do you know the part?
Well, you're going to care about who believes you come Monday.
Do y'all have the part of the recording where?
Why in the hell do these racist people keep coming up in my comment section? Do you guys think I care what you say?
Hold on, you guys.
You're going to keep making accounts, and I'm just going to keep blocking you. Nobody cares.
I'm telling you, the first thing they tell you is to protect yourself, handling this privately.
Quit wasting your time.
Yeah, I know. Don't they all, Lindsay? They do. They really do. My aunt is an attorney. That's what she said. She said, you stay silent about this.
Hold on, you guys. Oh, that, okay. Hold on 1 second. Is there anything else that you guys want me to play with this?
Hey, I just messaged you something that someone forwarded to me.
Okay.
And they said the 10:30 mark.
10:30 mark. Okay.
It may be something we already listened to, though. I don't know.
I did did say that I was going to play. Yes, I did. I did say I was going to play Amanda's Live to CPS if she didn't retract what she said. Because in her video, she accuses me of being the one that called CPS. I'm not doing that.
But she didn't. Yeah. We see, all we're hearing here are these clips of her saying she's going to call because she got accused of it. What I want to hear is the part where I heard her say it wasn't NC. I know I did. Did anyone else hear that?
Did anybody hear that part? I don't know because I haven't watched. I don't even know what the hell's going on here. All I know is that I don't get this. Which comment?
1:30 a.m. All right. Sorry.
What other fake account? I don't know what the hell is going on here. You people, quit making fake accounts.
Do you want me to hop down to you and help?
No, you're fine. Quit making fake accounts. It's not going to work. Nothing is going to upset me with the racist comments and all that stuff. I don't give a fuck. It don't bother me. Those things don't bother me. You're wasting.
Tiffany said, I heard it. Let me clip it. Okay. Tiffany, that would be great if you could clip it. Because I heard it. I remember I was in Amanda's live, just watching her and just feeling like trying to figure out what was going on. Mm-hmm. And I remember thinking, like, who is she talking about? Like, who did this? And I remember her specifically saying, it is not NC. She goes, I know who it is. And I'm not going to say who it was. Right. So, I mean, I know I heard that. I think we probably all can take a guess at who it was. I absolutely don't think that it was NC.
I don't either, because I just don't think that she would do something like that. I think that the one thing that I can say is that if it's been done to you, I don't see her doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I do see somebody trying to set her up and make it look like she did it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
also, all these people, who would all these fake accounts be that were in? They were all in Lana's chat earlier, and now they're in yours, and they're all pretending that they're Save Robbie or Natasha, or there was even one pretending to be Mandy in Lana's chat earlier, and now they're all in here being racist.
Yeah, I find that very odd.
Which, let me tell you. All right, let me calm down for a second. Whew. Let me tell you, because if you're one of the trolls that are coming in here trying to stir the pot and be racist, even if you're just trying to allude that the person that you're pretending to be is racist, your comments are completely unacceptable. Whoever you are, you're a piece of trash.
You're a piece of shit.
And okay. Yeah. See, I'm trying so hard to not just completely release the crack in here and go off on these people.
Broken justice. Nobody is saying that it's Natasha. We're not saying that it's her. We already know it's not her. It's being set up to make it look like it's her. And nobody's stupid. We all know who it is.
Oh yeah, I think Broken Justice is making the point that like that troll account that was pretending to be Natasha couldn't be her because all of her other people would be there with her.
Right. Exactly.
Because that's how the mob works. They go from chat to chat to chat.
That's awesome, Truth Telling. It's hard not to say the F word with everything that's going on, right?
Good for you.
I'm a person, so I don't jump on hate bandwagons. Nobody's hating anybody. That's not what's happening here. We are trying to find a solution because that's what we do over here on this channel. We're not promoting hate. We're not promoting for people to go at it with one another. It's just about what's right and what's wrong. And it's very simple. You know, we don't promote hate here.
Also, I want to say something about this whole idea that if someone didn't do something to you personally, that you're irrelevant. You don't have to do something to me personally for me to have a problem with you and for me to have a problem with the bullying and the harassment. And I care about other people. And I think a lot of other people feel that same way. I think there's a whole bunch of people that have a problem with what's going on in the community.
Right.
You don't have to personally have something done to you for you to be angry and for you to want this to stop.
Right, because out of all the things that we can be talking about, we're talking about this, you guys. And there's a reason, obviously. There's a reason for that. It's obviously starting to bother more and more people of what's going on here. And like I said, yeah, probably Spirit. Roscato? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Was not implying that this was a hate wagon. I was just stating that I don't hate on anyone at all. And hate is not being promoted, period. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's about trying to find a solution to the problem. And as I was saying, no, it was Lana. Now it's Lana. Nobody knows who it was. I just have a feeling who it was. Okay? And if it was Lana, then how come these comments were happening when she was live too? if it was her. Can somebody answer that? I don't know Amanda Zanandas, but she seems like a very nice girl, and it's obvious that she's going through a lot of pain. So streaming her live, that's not going to help her, right? Bringing attention to that's not going to help her.
It's disgusting to see someone in pain and decide to go after them and make them a form of entertainment and mock them. And it's just, who thinks that way? It's zero empathy. It's literally psychopathic.
Something's got to give here, you guys. So what do you guys think the solution should be, right? What do you think needs to happen here? Because it's not about sides. There's no sides here. It's about what's right and what's wrong. It's been done to me. It's been done to Boston as well. It's been done to so many people. So what exactly is the problem here, and how do we solve the problem?
I don't know.
Right?
I liked Larry's idea of creating a collective of positive creators.
Creators.
Just creating a collective where there's just like an agreement among whoever's in this collective that you're not going to engage in any of this, and that if you see this kind of thing going on, that you're going to make it known. And I mean, I don't want to speak for him, but he had a good idea. I don't know what else. I think that the only other thing you can do is just hope that YouTube gets its shit together, and realizes, I mean, how many people have ended their lives on YouTube or because of YouTube? Like, I'm watching a documentary right now. What's it called? The Devil You Know, I think, on Hulu. And there's 2 seasons. It follows 2 different cases. But one of them is about this guy who ended up, he was either murdered or he ended his life. I'm only on episode 1, so I don't know all the details, but it's apparently the reason behind it that his girlfriend was saying was that he was part of a cult on YouTube, and that they like booted him from this like YouTube cult, whatever the channel was that he was on, and people just started coming after him. And now he's no longer here. So, I mean, and I know that's just one instance. Like, YouTube needs to realize, like, bullying to that point, and the whole free speech thing can just, I'm sorry.
Right.
Like, there's got to be a line.
There's a line, right?
There's got to be one. And I feel like
there has to be a line between free speech and just flat out bullying, right?
Yeah.
There has to be a line between the two. And I feel like there is no boundaries here on YouTube. I don't understand how hard it is for YouTube to start paying. There are people who have channels specifically to harass and bully people. That should not exist. Okay? Like, you guys, let's just take Lizzo for an example, okay? So I don't know if you guys know what's going on with Lizzo, but I actually am going to do a live stream about that too. Lizzo is being harshly bullied right now because of her weight, okay?
I didn't know that.
She has a new video out with Cardi B. It's called Rumors. It's actually a pretty good song. And there are literally, when she came out with the video, we all know that Lizzo is very confident in her own skin. And yes, she's thicker. I would not call her overweight. I don't think she's overweight. She's thicker and she embraces her body. You know what I'm saying? She's proud of it, right? So in her video, she has a lot of revealing clothing on and stuff, which Lizzo wears revealing clothing anyway. And people were leaving so much horrible stuff under that video, you guys, saying that she should be dead, making racist comments about her, making a lot of overweight jokes about her, to a point where Lizzo went live on Instagram a week ago and she broke down and she lost it. And she's a celebrity, you guys. A celebrity that gets criticized every single day for her weight, body shaming, all this kind of stuff on a day-to-day basis. And it got so out of hand that she broke down on Instagram, okay?
I didn't know that. I love her.
I love Lizzo. She is amazing and she's beautiful. She's beautiful. People are jealous, and that's all there is to it. So she broke down. She started crying on Instagram Live. And what did Instagram actually do? They actually took a stand and banned every single person who made overweight comments or racist comment about
Yes.
That's what needs to happen. It's time for shit to start happening because too many people are getting hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. And Broken Justice, I think that you might be underestimating her.
I'm not reading her comments. What did she say?
She said, I know that MC does these things. I understand that. But right now I'm with Natasha and her being so close. BFF, she wouldn't use Natasha's name as like a troll account.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, Tia, I just sent you the clip Boston wanted. Okay. Yeah. Check that out. Because I want everyone to hear Amanda saying that it was not an MC. No,
okay.
Don't apologize, Broken Justice. I'm just giving you my opinion. I think that none of us know who these trolls are. None of us know. I think we all just know a certain person who
does
these kind of things.
Yeah.
And the person who's messaging me a messenger right now, if you can hear me, I can't check my messenger while I'm in StreamYard. I'm on my phone.
Heather, is that you?
boots me out. No, it's not Heather.
No. Somebody's
Oh.
backstage, and I don't know.
Oh,
I just don't trust people anymore. So,
okay.
not saying I don't trust Heather, but somebody could have cloned her account. So, Heather, message me if that's you. Before I play this, send me a message on Messenger.
She just said in private chat it's me.
Oh, that's her? Because I don't trust people.
She just said it's me. Heather, can you type in private chat? Can you tell me my brother's name?
Okay, it's her.
Okay.
She just messaged me. You're so cute. Hi, Heather.
Yeah. Do you want me to jump down so that I can help with the chat? Because there are a lot of trolls tonight.
Okay, go ahead and jump down, and then
Okay.
she gets off, and you come back up, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you, Boston.
Hey, girls.
Hi. Hello.
How are you, baby?
I'm fine. I'm good.
We need to come up with like a secret code word, and that way, if we type it in the backstage chat, you'll know it's us.
Right, because you just can't trust people anymore, right? Like, of course I trust you, but anybody could clone your account.
You're right. Well, I just wanted to be brief. I just want to say that we should all realize that mental health is real.
Yes.
And that all different people from all different races and all different walks of life, wealthy, poor, white, black, Hispanic, Latina, like people have struggles with their mental health, period. Like, and you don't know what people are dealing with. And I would hope that we could all agree that someone losing a loved one to someone taking their own life would be horrible for anybody. Like, I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Right.
And it's like when you're actually, I just, when people are saying horrible things and constantly going after the same people, it's like, okay, whatever the beef is, you guys have, like, whatever, but this is someone's daughter, someone's wife, someone's mother.
Heather,
and
take over
yes?
the panel real quick. I gotta go get my Pepsi, so go ahead.
Okay,
just
girl,
take it over.
I got so my point is just that, people, a lot of people have mental health issues, and it's just really fucked up that somebody would use that to harm another human. And as far as the yeah, I agree, dear terms. Like, yeah, exactly, Tara. And that's the thing. Like, if these people aren't just thumbnails, like, these are real people behind these thumbnails, real people with real feelings and real issues. And it's just, I don't know. It's just really unfortunate, and it makes me sad, and it makes me fearful for humanity. And another thing about calling the CPS and stuff, I think Boston or Tia maybe chimed in on it. But the thing is if someone's calling CPS on a family just out of spite, just to cause them grief, you're not only affecting that parent, but now you're affecting the child as well. So how would you feel if you're a person who makes some bullshit claim with CPS that someone's mentally unstable or whatever. Like, who isn't mentally unstable? I mean, we're all coming off a pandemic. A lot of people are out of work. A lot of people aren't making a living wage. Like, who isn't fucking depressed? That's what I want to know. And then furthermore, to make bullshit claims with CPS with a department that is already overworked. Their caseload is ridiculous and out of control. And then you want to call in some bullshit complaint just because you don't like what someone said about you on YouTube? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, grow up. And then what happens is, say somebody takes, a child out of a home because they think that the parents are bad. And maybe they aren't, because sometimes CPS will do that. And that's just how it is. Like, it's happened. And, so then the kid is ripped from the family's arms and put in a home with strangers that the kid doesn't even know. So now not only have you just screwed with the parents' mentality and everything, now you've harmed this child and you've sent them to live with foster parents or whoever else. And yeah, there's actually kids that need help. You're exactly, DTOS. Exactly. There are so many kids. There's that little boy not that long ago, and I can't remember his name, but he was tortured. And CPS had been called multiple times, but they never did anything, and it was finally the last straw, and unfortunately he passed away. But it's how about we just stop with the bullshit and stop calling in fake things? Like, if you're so concerned with someone's mental health, how about you quit fucking with them? I don't know, try that. Or how about you reach out to them and say, is there anything I could do that would make your life easier? I mean, but that would just make sense, I guess. I don't know. I'm just sick of it, and people suck. And I'm just...
Good job, Heather.
I'm sorry, girl. I
you're just I like the way you conveyed that message. I'm gonna play this real quick that Truth Teller sent me. This is something that Boston wanted to hear, so I'm gonna play it real quick.
Okay.
Because go ahead, Natasha, because everybody said you were streaming me. Make whatever live you want about me. Or go ahead and stream any and every one of my videos that I've already done or that I do from here on out. They won't be about you. I'm not saying that this one was about you. I'll let everyone guess. Suspension is always good. It is, So, but yeah.
Keep talking.
You do you, boo, and I'll do me.
Keep talking.
By the way, thanks for mocking me so much for always saying boo or baby boo or boo boo. My new word for you is bitchy boo. So with that, farewell, bitchy boo. I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not gonna mention any names. Who I'm saying farewell to, it's not her, but because she's streaming me, I did say farewell to her because she is
now she's trying to backtrack.
So this is not who's done it, but I'm just saying farewell, Mandy C. Farewell, Kim and Crafted. Farewell, Dave.
So,
where did she say that it was NC?
Yeah, where did she say that? Because I didn't hear her say that it was her.
Yeah. That's what I heard earlier. That's why I told you, Boston, because you're like, did anybody else hear it? I'm like, yep, that's what I heard. Yeah, and we...
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying that, dear terms of service is right. I mean, I don't think you guys know how, I have friends that work in child protective services, and it's bad. It's really bad, you guys. And it's not just in one state, it's all over. I'm talking like hundreds of case files to one, you know, investigator. And that's just hundreds more than they need. I mean, it's
what I went to college for. And let me tell you, I had, as one of my assignments, I had to interview a caseworker, and I interviewed a caseworker that works with children's services. And actually, that interview made me go in a different direction because it's not easy. They are highly overworked in a lot of different states
and underpaid for
huge,
what they do.
Right, and very underpaid, and they have a huge workload with so many cases, and it's tough. So that's why I don't like when people call there and make false reports, because at the end of the day, you are taken away from a child that really
People who
needs
it,
the
help
at their house. Okay.
Yep.
At some point, those things that has to stop. You cannot make false reports like that just because you may or may, like I said, there are 24 hours a day. Right, just because you don't like somebody. And it's happened too much here on YouTube. And that's what I'm saying. How many channels do we see on a day-to-day basis that literally you cannot sit here and bash other people because they make channels about you, when there are people that you are close to that have a channel specifically for that bash people? That's all their channel is. It's for harassment.
Yep. There really does need to be a change in social media. And there needs to be changes with the CPS system. I think from now on, anybody who files a complaint, they should be required to leave their driver's license number, maybe even their social. And people who are, can be convicted or face a huge fine if they're found to be making a false report. And but the problem with that is, on the other hand, then you have people who don't want to call when they should. And so it's just like,
here's the thing. I seriously think that people who really, really see a child that is going through any type of the A word, if they ever see that, they're not going to care. They're really not. They're not going to care. If they have to leave their name, their driver's license, whatever, to be able to take that child out of a bad situation, they would.
Yeah, that's
really
true.
do believe that. However, it does, you're right. It takes away from people who may be scared, but it's just, I know at least 4 to 5 people here on YouTube that has had the cops called, or whatever you call that, and CPS and all that kind of stuff. Can you imagine the pain that you are putting a family through when you do something like that?
Unnecessary pain. It's not even like, it's avoidable. I mean, and I'm not saying that if a child's being abused, then by all means call them. But you can't just call and say, oh, someone's struggling with their mental health, because that's a bunch of bullshit and a cop out. Like, I mean, I would bet that over half of the people in this chat have struggled with mental illness at one point or another in their life, or are currently dealing with it. And it's just really jacked up, dude. It just hurts my heart, man. Like, there's already so much bad stuff in this world. It's like, there are some things we can control and there's some things that we can't. And this is one of them. Like, just be a better person, dude. Like, that's all you have to do. I don't know. All right, I'm getting down now.
Okay, sweetie. Thank you so much for coming up.
Oh, sure. Love you.
Love you too, sweetie. Yeah, I'm getting, excuse me, really. Now somebody else sent me another clip.
Yeah, fancy.
He's home that quick?
Yeah, he asked. He said, you can stay night if you want.
Oh, for
If you
goodness
worried
sake.
about us. I'm telling you, that we too worried about us.
So what do you guys think? Is this, oh my gosh. It's like I'm pretty speechless right now. All I can tell you guys at this point is you have literally people who are making fake accounts, going on different panels, making racist comments, making fake accounts, going into somebody's comments, making race. Like, you know, I've been personally involved in a CPS case, and what that family went through was horrific, absolutely heartbreaking. Wow, Cheryl, what happened? Was it a false report? Boston, is that you? Can you message me? So, or in super chat, tell me what, let me see here. Is that you? Okay. I'm going to let you on now, Boston. But I'm still worried.
It's me. I should have come in like, hello. Hello. This is Boston.
I'm just so worried. Like, I just know that we're going to have to come up with a special code, you guys. Like, we'll figure it out tonight or tomorrow because I don't trust people. And I'm not going to I'm not going to use any kind of that for content. I don't play that shit. I don't want that shit on my channel.
Yeah.
Don't want to look at them, period. I only look at one. That's it.
Yeah.
So,
can I address, I don't know if it's just trying to stir the pot or if these are just valid. Out of the Shadows with Ginger feels like this. She thought this was not a bullying channel, and now she feels like it is. And I've seen nothing but people talking to her respectfully and calmly. So I'm sorry that you feel that way. That is definitely not. We want everyone to feel welcomed here.
what are you talking about? How are we bullying?
Yeah,
We're not bashing anybody. We're not making fun of anybody or anything like that. We are talking about a girl that this was brought up. This is a free for all. This was brought up by my people in the chat, and they were very upset about a girl that was in pain. How is that bullying? That is us discussing a girl that's in pain and pretty much being exploited for that. That's what we're talking about. That's not bullying.
Do you feel like we are bullying, that people are bullying you out of the shadows, or do you think that we're bullying other people? Because I also made a statement earlier. I said, just to be clear, for anyone who might be confused, talking about people who are harassing others and discussing how to stop it is not harassment in itself.
No.
So, no one's been aggressive towards you, or it was chat, not you. Yeah, I don't. Okay.
Who is that?
And I'm sorry if we missed that, or if I missed anybody saying anything, but I have not seen anyone being bullying to chat. Was someone bullying you or bullying someone else? She's saying we're bullying Mandy because people are talking about things.
Let me tell you something
That she has done. I don't see how that's bullying.
Okay.
I doesn't.
Yeah.
We got quiet.
It's Saturday. They're still asleep now. Hold on one second. I want to see something real quick.
I love his voice.
He's a cutie. Let me tell you something. Mandy talked about my looks and bashed me for 2 to 3 hours straight. Did you say something to her where you were in her chat, or were you not in her chat at that time? I'm not bullying her. And I don't know if anybody else in the comments are bullying her, which I don't think that they are. I haven't seen anything, but I have personally been bullied by her. So you'll have
Okay. So she's saying, I simply stated that just because she has done things in the past doesn't mean she called CPS. No one here is saying that she did.
I didn't say she did.
So I don't know where you're getting if someone in the chat is saying they think maybe she did, I mean,
That's their opinion.
That's their opinion. I don't think that that's bullying or harassing, and I also think that it's not bizarre or out of left field for someone to think that and have that opinion, considering the things that she has done in her past.
And I'm not even talking just about when you're talking about the past, are you talking about like 2, 3, 4 years ago? Because with some of the things that she has done is not 2, 3, 4 years ago. That's what I don't know how to explain that to you. What I'm trying to say is you're acting as though there are some people who have personally been victimized by her. So they have a right to their opinion. Just like she let people say everything under the sun about me, she didn't give a shit. Now, I'm not saying I'm doing the same thing that she's doing, but I'm saying that as long as people are respectful, people can say what they can have their own opinions. Did I convey that right?
You did. Perfectly. I think that we're talking, I think everyone, and I wasn't reading the chat when I was up on panel earlier, but from what I've seen, no one's been like, people may have been expressing what they think happened. There's nothing wrong with that. You want to be, I would say, if everyone could please refrain from saying, I know it was this person, I know it was that person, because none of us know who it was. It was anonymous. None of us know who it was. It's a possibility even Amanda doesn't know who it was. Maybe she has her suspicions too. Who knows?
Right.
But she didn't name anyone. She didn't say, we heard the voice recording. She was saying, I'm saying this to you just because you're streaming me. I'm saying goodbye to you, Natasha. I'm saying goodbye to you, man. She was just saying her goodbyes to all the people that have been bullying and harassing her. She didn't say any of them did it.
And also, out of the shadows, are you like, I'm always welcoming new people here, but I've never seen you in the chat before.
I think she went to bed. Oh no, she's here.
That's who we're talking back and forth to, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not making her out to be a victim. Right.
I was thinking of someone else, sorry.
That's okay. I'm just saying. We're not holding anything against her. I would never if I'm paying attention to my chat, okay? Sometimes I can't pay attention to my chat. That shit happens. I would never let anybody say derogatory things, but there are people in these comments in my chat who are welcome to their opinion, just like you're welcome to your opinion and entitled to it. Anybody else have? Mandy has repeatedly threatened to kill people in the past and recently. Right. If it's recently, I'm just saying that it's not like it happened 15 years ago. You changed your name a while back. Okay. Oh my God. My kids.
I just heard that. Was that a
Hold down
stream?
the fort. They're fighting over a game. I'll be right back.
All right, I was gonna say, is everyone alive?
Yeah, they're alive. Just go ahead.
Okay. That was a high pitched scream. I also want to say something just like to me that is interesting is that the trolls that were in here earlier, they were also in Lana's chat, and you have to think about who would have a problem with Tia and Lana. But not that other community. Ask who. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Your terms of service.
What did I miss? Oh, happy
thanks for dropping that link, Melissa. Lindsay. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. It's Lindsay's birthday?
Yes.
Happy
Is it
birthday.
Lindsay's birthday? Or whose birthday is it? Yep, Lindsay. Happy birthday.
I got confused because then Lindsay said happy birthday too.
How young are you today?
I like that. How young are you today?
How young are you today? Yeah. You're welcome, Lindsay. You're welcome. I would like for you to come up here, Lindsay.
Yes. Come on up.
Nina, I had similar experiences with her and her subs. It's her false. Thank you, Melissa.
It's 2 birthdays. I'm 40. Oh, Menu Frog. Happy
Menu
birthday.
Frog too? Happy birthday, Menu Frog.
Menu Frog, you're in, if I remember, are you in Australia?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. If I remember correctly, yes. Wow, so many birthdays today. What is that? What is this? Virgo? Is that Virgo?
Right now? It is August. No, because I think my brother's a Virgo.
Yeah, because my son is August 31st.
Yeah, you know what? I think we've got some Virgos in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, Leo. Menu Frog said Leo.
Leo, okay.
Well, you're
Leo.
on the cusp because it's going to be Virgo season soon. Because my brother's a Virgo and he's September 3rd.
September.
He was born.
Of everyone who has a channel, which is Dear Terms of Service, check out their channel. Who else? Mr. Foz, he has a channel. All of those channel links will be down below. Definitely check them out. Great channels. Who else am I missing here? I think that's it. But what else do you guys want to talk about before I wrap this up? I'm trying to distract myself, not having such a great birthday after all, but I am more than willing to help Amanda or answer questions. Aw, I'm sorry you're not having a good birthday.
You should come up, Lindsay. Father Snuffles. I'm going to start a channel. You should. Yeah, I'm already subbed to you. You have no videos. But I found you. I stopped.
Now, what the hell are you waiting for,
Father Snuffles? Yeah, I've been waiting for a video to drop from you, Father Snuffles.
It's time for you to start a channel and, do what you do.
Watts case with interviews, a prosecutor, defense attorney. My channel would be horrific.
My channel would be.
Yeah, I've already decided if I'm going to have a channel someday, it's going to be it's going to be simply just me calling out racist, sexist, homophobic people, bigotry. I'm just going to be so problematic. People are going to hate me. But I feel like it just needs to be done.
There's nothing. See, I think a lot of people think that ignoring racism, ignoring bigotry, ignoring homophobic people, that ignoring is part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
When you spread awareness about it.
Oh, crap.
What?
I don't know if I can like you anymore, Father Snuffles. He said, damn, I'm like 3 out of 4 of those. Well, if you create a channel and give me some content, I can go after you with my channel. It'd be perfect. We should plan it. We can show people examples of how not to be a major asshole.
Right?
Maybe 2 out of 4. Okay, well, she said problematic.
I'm glad you came up here, Boston.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you had me.
I want you to start coming up here more often.
Oh,
but
well, I'll try. I love being in the chat too. I love chatting with everyone. And I have trouble not reading the chat when I'm up here, so I feel bad. Like I feel like we don't have in-depth conversations, just the two of us. But
I think you do. I think that you do good at conveying your feelings. You're really good at that. And I do think that you are good at trying to find a solution to problems. So what do you think
the solution is?
Yeah.
Personally, I think that like the first thing in my head would be like, go big, like get in touch with lawyers, talk to them about how we could get in touch with YouTube, but I mean, I'm just this little person sitting on my back deck in Boston. Like I've got no education with anything like that. And also I feel like that there must already be, I know there are so many cases out there, criminal cases, that families of victims or people that have been harassed and who have ended their lives, like they have gone at YouTube and these other platforms legally to try to make things happen and make things change, and like we're still here, we're still dealing with this. So I don't know, I feel a little bit like defeated. I think personally the best thing to do is when you see harassment and you see bullying, to report it, because it is against YouTube's terms of service.
Yeah, let's talk about mass reporting for a second.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me pin this. Mass reporting is to me, false mass reporting is when you are falsely reporting a channel for doing something that they didn't do, right? And then there is people who report your channel because of something that they see that you do that they feel is not right. Whether it's racism, bullying, whatever the situation is, whatever they feel that it is, they report you, okay? Some people do it for the wrong reasons, which I am 100% against. I am 100% against reporting a channel for doing something that they didn't do. And that is against, I don't even think I'm allowed to talk about that. That's against the rules. But what I will say is that if you see something wrong, if you see somebody who is harassing or bullying, that's your right to report that channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in false, because I wouldn't want anybody to do it to me. And contrary to popular opinions around here, I treat people the way that I would want to be treated, even if I don't like that person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in, oh, you did this to me, so I'm going to go do this to you. No, it doesn't work like that with me. If you do something, that's on you. That's your karma. I am not going to do anything to get back at you, because I already know it's going to come back at you anyway. Tenfold. I have been falsely reported before, okay? For my racial microaggressions video. It's totally within, nothing's wrong with that video, okay? And I get a privacy, whatever, complaint or copyright or whatever, and do you think that I'm going to go and just strike a channel that did the same thing to me? No, that's not how it works.
Mm.
She will get hers when it's time for her to get hers. As a matter of fact, it seems like she already did. I don't have to go. I don't believe in getting back at people. I don't believe in revenge. God takes care of that. I just sit here and mind my own business.
Mm.
I think people are using this term mass reporting a little bit too loosely here. And if it is being if any channel is being falsely reported, that's wrong on every level. No one should ever false report any channel. Especially if you have your own channel, you wouldn't want it being done to you, so don't do it to nobody else. But if there is something that you see that you know is wrong, that you feel is hurtful, that is your right. That's why it's there.
I believe hateful is even one of the options you can choose.
Right.
Hateful, harassment, bullying. I personally don't know that they do much.
Yeah, they don't.
And listen, I don't go around looking for things I can report. If I see something, if I'm watching something and I see something and it crosses a line to me as far as harassment, being hateful content, bullying, I'm going to report that simply because I don't like that this exists, that this world exists. I mean, I've lost someone. Like I really don't talk about this, but I lost someone in my life who ended their life because of bullying. So when I hear your stories,
that's so sad.
Thank you. It was a long time ago. You know, I'm at peace with it, but when I see it happening to people, I get extra heated. I get extra passionate. Hearing your story about, several times about what you went through in school with your bullying. I mean, I'm just glad you're here, honestly, because there are some people that
are vulnerable.
They can't handle that. And so, yeah, I think it's all of our responsibility to report that. And if that means a whole bunch of people see something or hear about something and they think it's crossing the line or harmful to someone and they report it, I guess you could call that mass reporting if there's a lot of people that did it. But what's wrong with that? What's wrong with a bunch of people reporting something that is against the terms of service and that can be harmful to someone else? I don't see a problem with that. And I agree. I think the words used very loosely.
Right. As an excuse. And I'm just saying that I don't believe in the false. That's wrong on so many levels. But there are people out there who are hurting. And thank you for that, dear terms of service. I try to remain real because I don't believe in revenge. My mom taught me that when I was very young, and it's true. You don't just attack people and do the same things to them that they're doing to you, because eventually they're going to get worse. But if you try to get revenge, you are the one that's going to get it worse, because that's not your place to do it. It's triggering at both my ex. Oh my goodness.
I know. I was just reading that. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry, Tara. I'm so sorry. My heart goes out to you. You're in my prayers. If you need somebody to talk to, you already know.
Yep, you can talk to me. I've been there. And Father Snuffles, sign me up, okay?
What?
Sign
what
me
did
up.
he say? Because
I'm going to start a group of like 100 people that just reports anything that's against terms of service. Who wants in? So sign me up. I'll do it.
Good idea.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. Again, there's nothing wrong with mass reporting. It's a bunch of people who are just reporting something that is against terms of service. That's why the terms of service exist, to try to keep YouTube a safe place, which it's clearly not a safe place.
It's not a safe place. My best friend in this world committed suicide.
Oh my.
He publicly
God, are you
if I had something. Oh, I'm sorry, Lindsay. My heart goes out to you. I'm so sorry.
That is so low, Lindsay, and I'm so sorry you had to deal with that from MC.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry for the loss of your friend. That
I'm
is
so sorry.
disgusting. Quite a while. Yeah, same here, Tara. It was a long time ago for me. I was only 18. I'm 34 now. But yeah, it still hurts. It's still there.
Yeah. And this was somebody you were really close to?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was my best friend.
Your best friend.
Yeah,
I really don't for you.
I really don't talk like it put me through. Yeah, I really don't talk about it.
But I'm glad you had the courage to talk about it now. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I'm just like kind of in that mode where I'm like, I haven't even talked to Tia or Heather or Melissa like about this privately, and I bring it up in front of a bunch of people on a live that's always going to be here, but I'm not crying, so that's a win for me, right?
It's a win that you opened up and you were strong enough to share, just to
thank you.
Set an example and show people that this has to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And how many more people are going to get hurt before this stops? And I think it gives me an idea where I'm going to do it like kind of like a series on people who have either gone through or even went to the point of taking their life because of bullying, because it happens more than people think here on social media. So I think I'm going to start talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
And bringing remembrance to people who have endured this type of bullying.
I would absolutely love that. I think that
kind of like a series and shed light on this, because somebody, like I said, and people keep taking this so loosely, but I'm telling you guys right now, somebody is going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Like with me, when I was being bashed and bullied and talked about, that doesn't hurt me because I've been there. So I don't care. There's nothing that she said that I haven't already heard before.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely something that it's like, is that the best you can come up with? Because I've been there, you know?
Yeah.
But what if I was just like a weaker person and was very, very sensitive? People keep saying, oh, well, you could just leave the internet, blah, 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 blah. It's not that easy, you guys. It's not that easy to just get up and leave the internet.
Yeah. And the term, and you just said it, and there's nothing wrong with it, but you just said a weaker person.
Yes.
I think that term sometimes can be looked at like, you know, because I felt that too when it first happened. It was a lot of anger, and I thought of them as a very weak person. Why couldn't you be stronger? Why couldn't you know? I'm going through the same kind of thing you are, you know, and I feel like I'm strong now because I didn't get to that point. But I think what isn't discussed enough is mental illness and mental health and how prevalent that is.
We'll talk about that too.
Yeah. I mean, look up, I was going to say earlier, look up if you can, because I can't leave StreamYard. If you can look it up on a different device, look up the #1 cause of death in the US.
I'll look it up right now.
Look it up right now. I'm just curious.
I'm trying to find Tiffany's comment. Can you see what happened to Tiffany?
Tiffany.
Okay.
Out of school. That'd be a good thing to address. My daughter was bullied on KIK. However, it was threatened to push her into the bathroom. Oh my God. The police will help since it was anonymous. I don't know what KIK is. Oh my gosh, Tiffany. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry, Tiffany.
We ended up pulling her out of school. Yeah. You know how many people I know that have had to pull their children out of school? I mean, but this is the thing that I don't think people realize is that, you know, when you think of bullying, you think back to school age, right? And you think about how horrible it is to be bullied in school. And that's when you learn about bullying. And that's, usually when the bullying happens. And I never experienced bullying since I was in grade school.
Yeah.
And now that I'm on YouTube, I see it every day, and it's constant, and it's just, why does that happen? And I've read a lot of articles and studies about kind of the psychological reasoning behind why bullying happens online and why it's so prevalent and why adults are kind of reverting back to being freaking children.
What do you put the number one cause of what?
Of death in the US.
Okay.
Or just see if there's like a list of what the causes are. Because I heard someone say that it was suicide, but I didn't believe it, and I didn't look it up. So I'm just curious
I'm
to
looking
see
it up now. Okay.
where that stands.
Okay, so the number of deaths for leading causes of death: heart disease, cancer, accidents, unintentional injuries, chronic lower respiratory diseases, stroke, Alzheimer's, diabetes.
Yeah, so it's not high up there, but
okay, so it's the last one, intentional self-harm, and that's 47,511 people every minute.
Every minute?
I think that's what it says. Hold on. Maybe a year? I don't know. It doesn't really say.
Wow.
I thought that said a minute, but I guess I was wrong. Morality in the United States.
Wow. And can I say something? Thank you for looking that up. So obviously that was a wrong statistic that person told me.
But it's still on there, though.
It's on there
the
as a
last
leading cause of
one.
death. Yeah. Dear Terms of Service, I saw you say something earlier. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
I think I know what you're talking about.
That there's a list, or that they write. You said we write to YouTube. I can't find it, but you said something about that you write to YouTube's terms of service. If there's like a group that does this, can you get in touch with me, or get in touch with Tia and get in touch with me? Like, I seriously want to, I'm all on board with the idea of holding people accountable on YouTube. Like, I want to get involved. I want to help.
Mark Wahlberg.
Oh yeah, it might be young people.
Has a movie coming out soon called Joe Bell. It was filmed in my hometown, so it was a big deal when he was here. Joe's son, Jaden, was bullied for being gay, and
that's really sad.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about this stuff, you guys.
Yeah, I met Mark Wahlberg twice. He actually filmed.
You lucky.
Well, and Boston's a big filming city. Like, tons of movies are filmed here, and in my specific neighborhood, it's like it's Boston, but it's like a neighborhood in Boston. There's a street right next to my Dunkin' Donuts that they always film at, and there's several movies where you can see like the same location, but it's in different movies, and they just make it look different. And I always have to wait like 15-20 minutes while they're filming until they cut so that I can go into my Dunkin' Donuts.
Wow.
It's a bit major inconvenience, but I'll tell you, Mark Wahlberg is
Carly. Is he?
He's he's kind of he's not like a friendly, smiley guy.
Yeah,
he's the kind of guy. Like, he's the kind of guy that like comes over to people and talks to them, like when they're done filming for the day. Like, he comes and talks to people and like takes pictures and does audit. Like, he doesn't, run away in his SUV and like the other actors do. Don't say too much when it comes to your location. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of neighborhoods in Boston, Mel. So I don't think that.
In young people aged 15 to 30 years of age, suicide is the biggest killer in Boston.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. I knew it was a statistic like that where suicide was literally the biggest.
And then, hold on, I have another one. On average, 132 Americans died by suicide each day. 1.4 million Americans attempted suicide in 2020. An estimated 1 million people worldwide die by suicide every year. Globally, suicide ranks among the 3 leading causes of death among those aged 15 to 44 years of age. Thank you for sending that to me, Goose. So, yeah. That's a pretty...
That's a startling statistic.
It is. It is.
Or statistics, I should say. And yeah, I'm sorry if, this topic might be triggering for some people.
Yeah.
But I think it's really important to talk about. Tia and I have talked about this before, about how it's important to have uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah.
Because what we're talking about here isn't just like, oh, I can't believe that person. They're such a bully. Like, oh, did you see that horrible thing? This isn't gossip. Okay, this is talking about people's mental health, talking about how dangerous the behaviors that we're seeing are, talking about what we can do to fix it. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if Father Snuffles was joking about that idea, but I think that's a great idea too, to get like just a group of people that, clean up these toxic YouTube streets. And it's not about banning channels or banning content because we don't like a person. It's not about that. It's about stopping behaviors that are potentially...
He's not joking.
He's not joking. Not joking. Making new Facebook now. Sweet. How can we find it? Can you...
He'll find you, Boston.
Okay. We'll find Tia at least, and Tia can connect with you.
And I'll connect you with Boston and Heather. Well, whoever wants to be a part of that, for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it legit. Exactly. It's not going to be about shutting people down that we don't like. It's not that.
But of course, this is going to be flipped, you guys. Okay, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be flipped.
Yeah,
it's going to be. They're talking about taking down people's channels. For bullying, and that's what they're doing. That's not what we're doing. I don't want to see anybody's channel come down, okay? I would like to see behaviors change. Mm-hmm. That's all I want to see. I don't want to see nobody's channel coming down, especially if their channel is their income. But at the end of the day, it's about your behavior and the things that you're doing that may or may not be hurting other people.
Exactly.
There is no reason whatsoever. And I don't know both sides of the story. So I'm only commenting on what I specifically seen. And no matter what it is that Amanda was crying about, no way should that have been streamed. No.
Yeah. Well, and that's why, like you said, Tia, and someone who said that, Mel, there's going to be a 4-hour live. A 4-hour live will be made twisting all that's been said. That's true. That's kind of why I put that disclaimer in there. Like, let's make it clear, people, to whoever's watching this now or on replay, what we're talking about is how to help people that are being bullied or harassed or potentially pushed to the edge, how to help people, how to stop that behavior, and how to talk in a group with each other about, problematic channels that go against terms of service and that make this an unsafe environment. And I think this is a great idea.
You have to understand that YouTube is supposed to be a fun place, right? Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be for us to come on and be entertained, talk about things, makeup, whatever people do on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a fun place. And then I know it has to be hard for a lot of you guys as supporters to see some of your favorite creators going at it with each other constantly. And then you feel like you have to choose, because you feel like, if I'm in this chat, this creator's going to see me and they're going to think that I agree with everything this person's doing. Mm-hmm. But you can still support somebody and not agree with everything that they're doing, right? But at the end of the day, how I look at it is, you can remain neutral, just like when NC was on this channel. I thought we were cool. I wasn't paying attention to the comments, but according to her, that's not an excuse. What is that noise? Do you hear that? I keep hearing something.
Mm-mm.
According to her, that's not an excuse. I should be paying attention to the comments. I should be paying attention to the panel. But when she was on my panel, she was agreeing that it's hard to do both. It didn't make any sense. And what I'm saying is when you go on your channel to your 400 or 500 people that are watching you and say, I'm done with her, she's very disrespectful, and I would never let that happen on my channel. To me, that's wrong. That's wrong. Because you could have
hypocritical.
Yes, it is, because you could have easily messaged me, called me, anything. But when you are saying this to your people, and then all of a sudden they're in the comments, she's this, she's that, and her brows look like magic markers and all kinds of stuff. I don't give a shit. They probably do to you. I don't care. But then you see all of these hateful comments in the comment section, and that is basically in your own words saying, I unsubscribe from her. You guys need to go do it too, without saying it, right? That's hurtful. And if I was a sensitive person, that could have been very hurtful for me, right? I could have been like, I don't know, crying and hysterically and upset and depressed. That could have hurt me that she did that. Did it hurt me? No. But I'm just saying that when you do those types of things, to me, that is a mob mentality.
Mm-hmm.
That is creating an echo chamber.
Even just, I mean, there's another thing that happens on that channel that makes me so mad, because I've got my own personal experience with addiction, and my father being an alcoholic. He's in recovery, thank God. But I just have lots of feelings when it comes to addiction and accusing people of being addicts when they're not, or like that just crosses a line to me. And there's someone who comes up on the panel who is possibly inebriated, might have a drinking problem. I don't know, because that's not my place to say. And they have her up there chatting, and then everyone in the chat is making so much fun of her. And it just breaks my
always goes up
heart.
there too.
And it breaks my heart every time, because they know what they're doing, letting her up there. And you know, I don't know if she even realizes that they're all mocking her and making fun of her, but if she ever did, I'm sure it would freaking hurt. It's just, don't do things that are going to hurt people. And I hope that you're right, dear Terms of Service. I really hopefully a shift is going to start happening, and maybe it already has, but if we stand up against the harassment and bullying, we could make great headway. It will never be perfect, but it can get better. I love that.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, good night, Melissa.
Good night, Melissa. I'll talk to you
sweetie.
soon. I agree with you, dear Terms of Service. And like I said, there is nothing wrong with bringing awareness. I'm not sitting here telling you guys I'm going to get mad if you go into this chat or that chat, anything like that. All I'm saying is there has to be some kind of solution to this, because somebody's going to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot stress that enough. We will talk about this. I know it's uncomfortable, but that's what we do here on this channel. We talk about uncomfortable things, and I'm okay with that. I don't care how uncomfortable it makes me if I'm able to reach just one person that may have considered talking about somebody or bashing somebody for the way they look or the way they do their makeup, or bashing, body shaming, all those types of hurtful, awful things, shaming people as a mother. This kind of shit is ridiculous, and I'm tired of seeing it, and it's still happening. It's still happening. It happened to me. And I'm okay with that because when you are a creator, those kind of things happen. I understand that. Even when NC says that, I understand those type of things. When you're a creator, you put yourself out there, you are a public figure. It's completely understandable. But at the same time, there has to be a line drawn to where people should not be able to cross. These channels that are made for harassment and bullying, you cannot sit here and talk about other channels that harass and bully when you are friends with somebody whose channel does the same exact thing. It has to stop. And I feel like the more we talk about it, maybe it'll get better.
Yep.
Then they say hold on, let me read that comment. And then they say she isn't messed up. I don't know. It's sad. It is sad. It's very, very sad. It's going to take everyone. I agree, Trixie, 100%. And like I said, I'm going to do a series because there are people out there who have taken their life over things like this, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as how hurtful it is to talk about it, it's something that needs to be talked about, needs to be addressed. And if nobody else is going to do it, I'm going to do it. And I know that there are other people who bring awareness about this, but I'm talking about the in-depth core of the situation of how people are affected. Not everybody is the same. Just like obviously Amanda's Ananda. She's obviously very sensitive, right? I don't know the story between her and that other creator. I don't. All I know is I have heard Amanda's Ananda's talking about that creator, and I've heard that creator talking about her. The only advice that I would ever give to Amanda's Ananda's is if you are going to talk about them, they are going to talk about you. But in no way, shape, or form should you be bashed or bullied because you're crying.
Mm-hmm.
No way, shape, or form. But just know that if you talk about people, they're going to talk about you. You know how people are here on YouTube.
Yeah, and also like when I first started on YouTube, I've only been on YouTube for a few months. My brother used to be on it all the time. He'd go to bed watching people talk and play video games. And I was like, how is this entertaining? What are you doing? Like, how is this entertaining? And then I got sucked in myself to YouTube a few months ago, and people kept telling me like, you need to have thick skin. You need to have thick skin. You know what? Amanda Ananda has every right. People are saying, oh, she should just get off YouTube if she's so sensitive. She has every right to have a channel, to create content, to do, I think she was saying she wants to get back to doing tarot. Like she has every right to be here without being bullied and harassed. We all do. Everyone has a right to be on YouTube, to make content, to find a community, without having to worry about having a thick skin because you're going to get targeted, harassed, and bullied relentlessly on end.
Right.
So I hate that. I hate when people say you need to have a thick skin. It's true. I get it. Like, obviously that was a good warning someone gave me. And then I saw why they said that, you know?
Yeah, you're seeing firsthand. Why
Exactly. I know why they said that, but I'm the idea of like, well, just get off YouTube if you don't have a thick skin. Like, screw that. No. Everyone has a right to be here. People have varying levels of sensitivity, and people all have different issues with mental health, and one way or another, we've all got it. Whether you know or not, everyone's got a mental health issue one way or another. You never know who you're going to push over the edge. You never know who you're going to hurt to the point where your words are so... Okay, this is going to sound crazy. I'm going to tell you a story. I did kind of like this year-long like hippie retreat where I like lived in different countries and stuff. It's very hard to explain, but part of it was like this kind of meditation retreat that I did in college, and we learned about words and their power. And we actually watched this experiment. And you guys can look it up. There's probably videos on YouTube of it. And I don't know if it's a bunch of baloney or if it's true. But basically, they took 2 glasses of water, right? There's tons of people that have done this experiment. So I know it's online somewhere if you want to go watch. 2 glasses of water, and 1 glass of water, they said beautiful, nice, kind things to that glass of water, right? Like, you're beautiful, like just right up to the glass. You're beautiful, you're smart, you're just lovely things. I love you. The other glass of water, they cursed at, they screamed at, they said hateful, negative things. Then they froze both glasses of water. And then they took a microscope and they looked at the frozen water. The glass that had the frozen water that people said nice things to had beautiful patterns, almost like little snowflake crystals, right? The glass that had said people had said hateful things to was completely fractured.
Yeah.
So, and the idea is that, you know, we're all made up, our bodies are made up mostly of water, and, you know, saying these hateful things affects people more than you realize. That's the idea. Again, it could be a bunch of baloney. I learned about this study and this experiment in a like hippie school that I went to. So it could be a bunch of baloney, but it's interesting, and check it out.
Yeah, I actually seen that kind of example with a plant.
Really?
Yeah, they showed an example of a plant, a plant that you neglect and say horrible things to, and then a plant that you would nurture and say nice things to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, it was the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
The plant that they said nice things to ended up blooming beautifully, and the one that they said negative things to ended up dying and shriveling up.
Wow.
And another thing, words are powerful. The things that you say are powerful. The way that you think is powerful, because, and this is something that my fiance believes, this was like a few days ago, and he was going to throw something in the dumpster from the car, and my fiance is like really, really good at basketball. He always makes the hoop or whatever. He always gets it in there. So he was throwing it in there. I'm like, you're not going to make that. Literally, he was going to make it. And as soon as I said it, the ball hit the dumpster and fell out instead of going in.
Yeah.
And he's like, why did you say that? It's all in how you think. And you said that. And if you had not said that, it would have went in there. It was going in until you said it. He believes that.
It's just like at football games, like fans in the stadium. I don't know if they do it when they're and you're in the stadium, and people are about to possibly get a touchdown. Do like X their arms. I think it's an X, but there's things like that, like in where fans will literally. That's why cheering. Like, why do you cheer for people during sports? Because you have this intuition that you're cheering, and your words and make it, your are actually going to influence the athletes to do better, right? And when you're screaming negative things at the opposing team, your mindset is that that's going to make them do worse.
Right.
It's an intuition that's there because it's true.
Right. It's something very, very powerful in words. I'm telling you. And if you think negative,
exactly.
Yes, if you think negative, I really do believe negative things happen. If you choose to think positive, positive things are going to happen. And that ball was, or the whatever he was throwing in there, was going to make it. And as soon as I said that, it went ding and bounced right off the dumpster. So words hurt. Law of attraction. Yes, dear terms of service. Law of attraction. And some people, I believe in that to a certain extent. And then I believe God is what I believe in. But I have been reading books on the laws of attraction. I have. And a lot of the things that said is true. We should talk about that too one day, huh? That's
Well,
a good idea.
you can still believe in God and believe in things like law of attraction, and because law of attraction wouldn't be there if it it exists because of God is kind of the way you can look at it.
In the book that I read, it was more against religion, though.
Mm-hmm.
The
Oh,
book
okay.
that I read,
Yeah.
but I understand what you're saying. But then I feel like with some people who look at laws of attraction, they think like what you just said, and there's some people who look at it like religion has nothing to do with law of attraction. You know what I mean? I think certain people think differently.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not necessarily, I don't know if I call myself religious as much as just that I do believe in God and a higher power. And we've talked about this, and but I have no problem with people who are religious. It makes sense to me why people are. But I also definitely believe in energy, and Carly Rae just said positive and negative energy, and that's really what it is. Words are intentions. Intentions have energy behind them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like feeling like a total
We'll talk about
hippie
that.
right now. I've got lots of theories on energies, and yeah. Yeah, I felt bad for the Olympians this summer. No crowds to cheer and put out positive vibes. Exactly, Cheryl.
Right.
Exactly. I honestly think that had something to do with Simone, you know, and what happened with her. They went through a lot over there. Like, it was not a normal Olympic experience for any of those athletes at all.
Right.
I also believe that thoughts can help create good things. I agree. Intentions. Yeah. I feel like I really got to know a lot of you better tonight.
Yeah. You guys have been so awesome.
Yeah.
I really think that you guys have been respectful. Nobody's really said any bad things except for the trolls and whatnot. And they can keep on doing what they're doing, because those kind of comments, I've heard those kind of comments all my life. Those things don't bother me. Sorry. Take your racist comments somewhere else, because that shit don't work with me.
Mm-hmm.
All I do is just block and delete. No, it's not something that I should be used to, but sorry, I have been. That's just the way the world is. And those kind of things, you're wasting your time making account after account after account, saying horrible freaking things and racist things and thinking that it's going to get to me, and it never does. So take your shit somewhere else. But other than that, you guys have been amazing. Boston, you've been amazing. Thanks to Heather.
Thank you. I'm gonna hop down. I freaking adore you and everyone in the chat, and I'm excited for this collaboration of positive people that want to get rid of this toxicity. So let's get to work.
Yep, he just messaged me, so I'm gonna send you over the message.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
I
love you.
I'll talk to you soon. You guys, I'm gonna show you something real quick, and then we're gonna end this. So I was going to try this foundation out for you guys, but obviously, oh, you guys are welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate all of you guys. I want to show you this. I look a hot mess. Okay. This is what my babe got for me, and I'll show you guys. From Sephora. Okay, this is the Fenty foundation by Rihanna. Okay, so the one that I have is the hydrating foundation. This is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation. So I will try this for you guys maybe tomorrow. I got the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. And then I also got a pomade that I use. This is the it's not Kat Von D anymore. It's KVD Beauty. Vegan KVD Beauty Super Pomade. And you can use it as an eyeliner too. This is what it looks like, and it's in the color Graphite, because I like my brows dark. So I'm going to use the foundation for you guys maybe next time. And this is in the shade 255, which is caramel, I think. And then obviously this is going to be a little bit lighter because you want for your concealer to be a little bit brighter up under your eyes, and it's going to open up your eyes and make you look more awake and bright, whatever. Whoopsie. So I will use this the next time I go live, or the next time, but I will use this for you guys because I know I'm late on this, but I want to show you this foundation because I've been wanting to use it for so long. Sephora is in cold. What? Are you freaking serious, terms of? Oh my God. You're lying. Are you lying? I don't need that. I don't need that because I love Kohl's. Oh my goodness. Thank you. You just made my night. Okay. So I will use this. I can't believe that. That's just crazy. I will use this next time and let you guys know. I know I almost had a heart attack there for a second. Woo! That's it. But I'll use this, and I've never tried any of this stuff before. Right? Like, I cannot. I love Kohl's. So, wow. Yeah, Sephora's in our JCPenney's, but it would be nice to have Sephora in another store. But I love you guys so much. Thank you guys all for being here. You guys have been amazing, respectful in every way. Thank you, Boston, for coming up here. Thanks to my amazing mods. Shout out to Tara Lee for modding. Shit. Sorry. Thank you for modding. Never mind. That's your name on here. I get so confused. I'm so afraid to dox anyone accidentally. Tara Lee, thank you so much. You did amazing. And Heather, thank you for coming up on panel. Thank you guys for your input. It means a lot to me. Thank you, Angela. Your terms of service. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you, Nina. Narrates. Mel. All of you guys. You guys are amazing and so positive. Such a great conversation, and we will do this again. We'll always do this. So get ready, because we are going to be talking about a lot of serious issues, and we are going to start bringing awareness on this bullshit. There's already a lot of channels that bring awareness on it, and we are just going to get more in depth with how this really does affect people mentally. Okay? Mousse Foundation. Maybelline. Maybelline has a good mousse foundation, dear terms of service. But I absolutely adore you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We will do this tomorrow. I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about, but we'll find something to talk about. And don't forget, on Tuesday, I will be going in depth with racism. That's what we're going to be talking about. If you are not familiar with John Hinged, get familiar with him. He's a great creator, and he's going through a lot of stuff right now, you guys. And you're going to be surprised when you see who's inflicting these things upon him. Love you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys mean so much to me, and I hope you guys have an amazing night. Bye.